Okay, I got it. There's a bear walking through the woods, and a storm is going on. And the bear, uncaring about the storm, strolling through the woods, hears the wind whipping and howling. And the wind is so strong that it knocks a tree over and it lands on the bear and it dazes him. And before he can even react, a second tree comes, hits him in the head, and this one hurts him. And before he knows it, a third tree now falls, hits the bear, pins him down. And luck would have it that a fourth tree cracks and falls, hits the bear. And when the bear opens his eyes, he is sitting at a table, and across the table is the devil. And the devil is joyous. He's laughing. He's bragging about how he owns the bear and how this bear for the rest of eternity will be tortured by the devil. And the bear is looking up. As the devil is ranting and raving, the bear looks up and he sees the gateway back to the forest he was in, back to his happy life. And he smirks a little bit. And the devil is shook. And he looks at the bear and goes, "Why are you so calm? Why are you relaxed?" And the bear tears his eyes away from that beautiful forest of his. And he looks at the devil and goes, "Well, I just know I'll come back." Hold on, I'm getting a call from SNL. Keep it on silent. Yeah. No, yeah, I remember the whole head joke writer position is open. I have told you guys 63 times. You can't afford me. Sorry about that, guys. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team, that is a dub. That's a dub. What is that? I meant to edit in, that's a dub. Wait, why am I saying this now when I could just... Couple things before we get started. 1, fuck cancer. 2, subscribe to this channel, it helps. 3, you know, it feels weird to just do 2 things for a list, but that's all I got. Jeez, what happened in this game? I thought I was angry last game, but I really felt like the Devils were ripping my heart out through a lot of this one. Halak's in net for this one. Tuukka still out. Wasn't even, like, an option for this game. Carlo's back in, which is amazing. He had to find his way a little bit this game, but I'm just so glad to have him back. And Marshy is back in, and he made his presence felt. First minute and a half of this game, it's all us. 4 shots on net, a couple closies. We're clearly in it to win it. Yeah, we're in it to win it. And then we just get a reminder that we're cursed against the Devils, which I guess is ironic. The first time the Devils get into our zone without icing it, it's still a quick exit for us. We get the puck behind our net. It's Lauzon, and he, for some reason, fires it through Bergey's skates. Straight to Subban on the blue line. Subban just goes, "Oh, thanks," and passes to Miles Wood, who's alone in front of Halak, and he beats Halak high glove. That's 1-0, a minute and a half into this game. I honestly thought they were going to call the game right there. They're like, well, you're not scoring 2 against them, so... And you may ask, how many shots did it take for the Devils to score a goal? Only 1. You may also ask, why was Woods alone in front of Halak? Because everyone thought it was going to be a clean exit because there's 0 reason it shouldn't have been. Oddly enough, not even Lauzon's worst moment of the night. Hey, remember how in 5 games against the Devils, we haven't scored a 5-on-5 goal? Yeah, it's a pretty crazy stat. This is a 6th game against them. I kind of figured it would continue, but hey, 6 minutes into the period, Richie from the blue line, right side, takes a little wrister that Blackwood can see all the way, and it's just flubbed. Blackwood goes up with the glove. It hits the top of his glove, bounces over him, and in. To put this into perspective, this goal, according to MoneyPuck.com, had a 0.9% chance of going in. That does not mean 90% chance. That does not mean 9% chance. That means it had a 0.9%. In 100 attempts, less than 1 goes in. 30 seconds later, Bergey hits the post, and I'm feeling so good. I'm like, oh yeah, they got their 1 goal, we got ours. Now it's us. It's all us now. The problem, luck actually wasn't on our side this night. Because the Devils, as they get into the neutral zone, try to dump the puck in, but it bounces off of a player. The problem is the way this puck bounced, no one saw it coming, and so our defense was moving right. It bounces left to McLeod, who has a full head of steam, and by the time Grizz can actually adjust, he's way behind him. So McLeod just skates right in on Halak, and Halak just gives him the right side of the net. Just completely lets him have it. That is 2-1 Devils. Halak doesn't look great, but if we really consider this, he has allowed 2 goals on 2 one-on-ones. They had 4 breakaways against Halak this period. Halak stopped 2 of them, and 2 of them went in the back of the net. It was 2-1, end of period. But I do want to show you this, again, from moneypuck.com. Do you notice a theme here? Where the shots are coming from? All of the Devils' shots are right in front of Halak. All of them. They're playing winning hockey. We're not. Down 2-1 going into the second. 1 minute in, and this is where I really lost it. Grizz beats Blackwood cleanly with a wrister from the point. Problem is, Krejci skated into Blackwood. That is a good goalie interference call. That should not have been a goal. It didn't look like it was a lot of pressure from the defenseman. That needed to get waved off. I'm okay with it. 4 minutes in. Our fourth line gets hammed into their own zone. That's okay. Keep the structure. Brock gets the puck up by the blue line. He fires it down. And Zajac manages to get a tip on it. 3-1 Devils. Here's my problem. Connor Clifton is on top of Zajac. He's sniffing the guy's neck. But he's got no real body position on him. And he's not going for the stick at all. This grown man is not going for that man's stick. And so that stick is able to maneuver however you need to maneuver the stick. And so when he maneuvers the stick and makes contact with the puck, the puck is able to go in. So that's 3-1 Devils. What? 10 minutes in. Marshy. RKO out of nowhere, baby. Unprovoked. I think it's just frustration. This was just a frustration play. He's sick of the bullshit, and he completely flips with Broad. I understand and kind of like that he took the penalty. It was one of those frustration penalties that didn't read as I'm slashing, I'm lazy, I'm just trying to get a quick turnover to maybe lead to something. It was a physical presence that I way prefer to any of that other bullshit. After Marshy serves that, Brott ends up cross-checking him and instigating a fight with him, but it's still offsetting minors. That was a little weird. Here's the thing. We get a power play shortly after, so now it's a 4v3. Rather than a 5v4, we have a ton of chances. Can't finish it. But wait, we have a little bit of 5v4 time. Turns out maybe you don't prefer it. This is simply a clean entrance. Bergie feeds Marshy in the slot, and he beats Blackwood. Just blocker side, just beats him. Do you remember when I said 2 guys could beat a goalie on this team, and one of them was missing? That's our guy. Him and Pasta Man, the only 2 that can flat out beat a goalie. 4 minutes left in the period, 3-2. 1 minute later, a defensive zone draw. We win it. Lauzon literally passes to Palmieri in the slot. He didn't even have to knock it down. There was all these, you see the replay stuff on Twitter with like, Palmieri intercepts the pass. Palmieri knocks the puck down and fires it past a lot. No. Palmieri received a nice, cozy tape-to-tape from Lauzon and just buries it. It's basically a feed for a one-timer right past a lot. Lauzon straight to jail. 4 minutes in and McAvoy goes to the locker room and my heart comes out my burrito bender. Yeah, it's like a fire bender, but it's your butt. A thunderstorm just started here. I'm pretty sure it's because God is mad at me for that joke. McAvoy does come back like 2 minutes later, which is great. What's even better, clean entrance. Marshy protects the puck, gives it back to Smith. Smith from the point. This is where his sniper status, I'm going to give him some credit here. He clearly goes low blocker on purpose looking for the rebound. McAvoy has joined the rush on the left side. Smith fires low blocker, bounces right up to McAvoy. He finds a little space because Blackwood was there, man. McAvoy beats him. And that is 4-3. And there's a lot of game left to play. A lot of tense moments through the rest of the period. 4 minutes left. And we get a real snipe. Offensive zone faceoff. Krejci wins it, but just enough to kick it back about a foot. Smith jumps in, grabs the puck, throws it to Grizz, and Grizz just smashes this low blocker side, baby. That is 4-4. Huge goal by him, and I mean, it feels so good when Grizz scores. I love it. Blackwood turns into Dominic Hasek for the rest of the game, including overtime. I mean, there were some huge chances, and he made great saves, and Halak looked really good as well, but we're going to a shootout. What's funny about this shootout is Zacha and Palmieri go with really simple approaches, just trying to beat Halak with a shot, and Halak stones both of them. And our two guys come down and literally just deke the pants off of Blackwood, each of them burying their shot. Coyle goes slow approach, ends up faking left and does that little stutter stop where you're not fully stopping, but you're kind of sliding, then goes back right and just buries it into the open net. Pasta, with the cleanest inside-outside I've ever seen, I mean, there's just perfection and buries it. Oh my God. That is a dub! Crazy thing about this game, game notes. Crazy thing about this game, we had 4.02 expected goals, and we scored 4 goals. Pretty rare that you see our expected goals that high, first of all, and that we actually scored that many. When we were down 4-2, I had so many bad takes about this team. Like, it got embarrassing. A couple of my favorites were Pasta plays selfish because he doesn't trust anyone on the team. This team acts like they've won something, even though most of them fucking haven't. And my personal favorite was Cassidy would rather go to overtime 0-0 than win a game 5-3. I was feeling heated. This is one of those wins where you want to go like, look at the heart, look at the team never say die. I need more than a 20-minute effort. I really do. I've said it all year long. I don't know if I've seen a full 60 this year. My God. This game with Lauzon, he shouldn't be sent to Providence. He shouldn't be kicked off the lineup. But I mean, it does show what I've been thinking is he's not a first-line defenseman. He just isn't. And that's fine. I think he's a really good depth defenseman. He's just not a first liner. And this was a bad showing from him. But none of his showings have been good enough for me to go like, yes, that's a guy I want leading my defense to a championship. Little stuff. Bjork looked good in my opinion. He's continued to look good. Marshy looked good. Lastly, by the way, all the Twitter stuff I've been seeing for the trade deadline, which is trade Rask, trade Halak, trade Krejci, trade DeBrusk, none of that fits with actually making a cup run. That's a blow it up move. We're not trading Rask. That's not happening. Halak you're getting rid of a great 1B. And Krejci, you're not going to get someone back who's good enough to help you as much as he will in the playoffs. DeBrusk, I mean, that's your piece where it's like, I could go either way. But I still think that's a weird move. Guys, that does it for me. Thank you so much for watching once again. Like and subscribe, all of that jank. I will see you on Friday.